This is The War on Cars. I'm Doug Gordon. What you're about to hear is a preview of a special ad-free, Patreon-only bonus episode. It's my interview with Major League Soccer player Tesho Akindele about his career, most recently with the Orlando City Soccer Club, and his interest in walkability, bikeability, density, affordable housing, and all things urbanism. Tesho is a fantastic guy, and he had lots to say about what makes cities dynamic and livable. We also talked about cars as status symbols among his fellow professional athletes, and what it might take to change that. You won't want to miss this one. If you're new to The War on Cars, all of our ad-free bonus episodes are available to our Patreon supporters. To sign up, head on over to thewaroncars.org and click Support Us. You can enlist starting at just $3 per month, and as thanks, we'll send you free stickers and a handwritten note. You'll also get special discounts on merch, advance notice about live events, and lots more. On behalf of my co-hosts, Sarah Goodyear and Aaron Napperstack, thanks for supporting The War on Cars. I'm looking at a Google Earth image of Exploria Stadium, the home of the Orlando City Soccer Club. As far as sports stadiums go, it's pretty good. It's not surrounded by acres and acres and acres of parking. It's accessible to a lot of walkable neighborhoods. There are bus lanes on either side of the stadium. It's just a 10-minute walk to Church Street Station, which I mentioned. So, that neighborhood also it's a pretty good example of what's possible.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the team also is kind of, they've been working with me a little bit in my social media stuff, saying, okay, what can we do to do a little bit better? So I know that they're looking at doing like a bike valet at the stadium coming up soon. I know that they're just looking at different ways to get people in and out of the stadium through public transportation, whether it's like extending the hours for the train or getting some bus routes running through. But it has some good bones for sure. I think there's a lot of room for improvement, but the team and the city are actually taking those pretty seriously. So I think it'll only get better as time goes by.
Do you think that the teams that you've played for in Major League Soccer have influenced your perspective on urbanism? Because you played for FC Dallas, which, unlike your current home team, the stadium for that one, Toyota Stadium, by the way, is located in a very sprawled out area of the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area, surrounded by parking. If you wound up playing for, New York or Boston or something like that, do you think you would have had a different perspective?
That's an interesting question. I think more so than like where I played specifically is just being able to travel to so many different cities. A lot of people, you just grow up in one city, maybe you travel to a few places, but I constantly get to travel to a lot of the country's best cities, and we get to stay in the coolest neighborhoods. So something that I've been doing, especially this year, is as soon as I get to the hotel, I go for a walk, a couple-hour walk, and I just really look at the neighborhoods. I think that has more influenced my thinking than where I've played, because I've been able to go to, let's say, Philadelphia, Chicago, Los Angeles, New York, New Jersey, all of these great places, and see, wow, people do it differently, but there's a lot of good and interesting things going on. And, like I grew up in Colorado, I thought it was great, and it is great. There's a lot of great pockets, but it's really opened my eyes being able to travel the country and see how differently people build and can live in their cities.